Today, we are diving headfirst into one of the most haunting, unsolved mysteries in all of maritime history. It is a story about a truly massive ship, a full crew, and a disappearance so total, so absolute, that over a century later, experts are still scratching their heads.
So let's just start with the question that's at the very heart of all this. I mean, really think about it. How does a 542-foot-long, 19,000-ton naval ship, a true beast of engineering for its time, just vanish? Poof, gone from the face of the earth.
And before we get into any of the timelines or the wild theories, it is so important to understand the human cost of this thing. 306, that's how many crew members and passengers were on board. 306 people who just disappeared along with their ship, leaving behind hundreds of families with absolutely nothing but questions.
Okay, so the ship at the center of this whole enigma is, of course, the USS Cyclops. And its story isn't one of some epic battle or glorious victory. Nope, its legacy is one of a chilling, deafening silence, the legacy of a true ghost ship.
So what exactly was the Cyclops? Well, she was a Proteus-class collier. You can basically think of her as a massive floating gas station for the Navy, designed to haul huge amounts of coal to refuel fleets all over the world. But what makes its story so unbelievably significant is this grim little fact. Its disappearance is the single largest non-combat loss of life in the entire history of the US Navy. Just let that sink in. In an organization that literally deals with the risks of war every single day, the greatest single loss of life happened far from any battlefield, in total, complete silence.
All right, so to even begin to try and piece together what might have happened here, we have to go back. We've got to trace the steps of the ship's last known mission, its final fateful voyage.
You know, what's so striking is just how routine this whole thing seemed at the start. In January 1918, she leaves Virginia, heads for Brazil to help out the Allied ships in World War I. No problem. She gets to Rio in February, just as planned. But on the trip back, that's when things get weird. She makes an unscheduled stop in Barbados, and the last time anyone laid eyes on her was March 4th. She was supposed to pull into Baltimore on March 13th. That day came and it went. The USS Cyclops was never, ever heard from again.
So the due date passes, and then days start turning into these really anxious weeks. Pretty soon, the Navy had to face this just unthinkable reality. The ship wasn't just late, it had vanished completely, without a single trace.
You don't have to take my word for it. The official Navy statement from back then really says it all. There has been no more baffling mystery in the annals of the Navy. I mean, come on. When the very organization that commands these massive vessels publicly says we're stumped, you know this is something truly extraordinary.
And this is why it was so baffling. There was literally nothing, a complete and total absence of evidence. No SOS call was ever picked up, no final radio message was logged. In the entire century since, not one piece of wreckage has ever been found. No oil slick, no debris field, not a single lifeboat, not one survivor. It's almost as if the ocean just opened its mouth and swallowed the 19,000-ton vessel whole.
Now, when you have a total vacuum of facts like this, you know what happens, right? Speculation rushes in to fill that void. And over the decades, a whole bunch of theories have popped up trying to solve this puzzle. So, let's take a look.
The theories really fall into two main camps. So on one hand, you've got the scientific explanations. One is a catastrophic structural failure. The ship was loaded down with super dense manganese ore, and one of its engines was out. That could have put incredible stress on the hull, maybe causing it to just split in two and sink in seconds. Another possibility? A rogue wave. We're talking a sudden, massive wall of water that could flip a ship even this big before anyone had a chance to even think about sending a distress call. And then you have the more speculative theories. Enemy action was a big fear at first, but Germany denied it. And after the war, their records showed no U-boats were anywhere near the area. And of course, you knew it was coming, right? The Bermuda Triangle. The Cyclops' route took it right through this legendary patch of ocean, and its disappearance became a poster child for the whole myth.
But here's the thing. After all the searching, all the analysis, all the speculation, the official conclusion is, well, there is no conclusion. The case file remains open, and the fate of the Cyclops is still a completely unsolved ocean enigma.
For over 100 years now, the final moments of those 306 people are a total blank. We know where their journey started, but where and how it ended, well, that seems to be one of the sea's most closely guarded secrets.
And that leaves us with one last, kind of haunting thought. The ship is gone, the crew is lost to time, and all that's left is this profound, deep mystery. Will the ocean ever give up its secrets?